You're addicted to a life that you hate. A life that you want to change. And yet, you're addicted to it because it's comfortable, because it's known, because it's understood, because, well, change is fucking scary. And people tell me, they're like, no, I'm not addicted. No, I want to change. Well, you act like an addict. You make a change for a short period of time and then you revert back to who you were. You can't give up. You go through withdrawals. Those changes feel too daunting, too scary, too much. And if you weren't addicted to it, if it wasn't even if we don't call it addiction, but I believe that is the right word. If you weren't so comfortable and happy in that situation, you would just change. Let's be realistic here. You know, you go into a situation, you go, I don't like this, I want something different. If there is nothing there that's positive, you just change. You leave. It's like you go to a party and you're like, I feel uncomfortable here. I don't like it. You're not going to stay because, well, you're just going to stay because of that. No, you turn around and leave. But you stay stuck. You stay repeating the same things over and over and over again. You stay in this situation that you aren't happy with because you're addicted to it. And I can say that I've been there. I can fundamentally say that in many different aspects, multiple times, that I've been in that position where I am so unhappy with the life that I am leading. I'm so unhappy with what is transpiring. I am so unhappy with where I am at. And yet I cannot long term, or even potentially sometimes it was short term, fundamentally make the change to a new life, to end up in a different place. I couldn't fucking do it. Couldn't make it happen. You know, the first time I tried this, I was blown away by it because, like, I've always prided myself on being a man of discipline. And yet my reality and my perception of myself were warped. They were not fucking lining up. Not even a little bit. I was so far off base. And so the first time, well, you know, when I started this, I failed 7 fucking times. It wasn't even the first time. 7 fucking times I failed this. Before getting past where I'm at now, so, you know, 420 plus days in, the longest I got was 3 weeks. 3 weeks. But to anyone who would fucking listen, I would tell them that I didn't like it. I hated where I was. I was disgusted. I was ashamed. I was, you know, miserable. And yet my actions told a different fucking story. And I'm sure that's the case with you too. If you aren't happy with where you are in life, and your actions aren't aligning with someone who is making a change, I feel that you are addicted to this reality. And I get it. You might be disgusted. You might be ashamed. You might hate every aspect of your life. You might look at the man in the mirror and go, who the fuck is that guy? How did I become this man? You might be truly disgusted with every aspect that shows up in your life. And you don't do anything about it. Why? Because it's comfortable. Because it's easy. Because it's known. Because you might hate the outcome, but you know if you continue down this, you know exactly where you're going to end up. You know exactly what the outcome will be. There's no fear of the unknown. There's no fear of what could happen. No, there's just, you know exactly what's going to happen. This shitty life that you cling to, this shitty body and this shitty health and all the things that you despise, that but you know exactly what's coming. It's the fear of doing something different. And often the fear of putting in effort without a guarantee of success. The only guarantee I can give you is that if you continue down this fucking road, you will continue to get exactly what you've already got. And or worse. But I can guarantee you that outcome. There's no guarantee if you change that you'll get everything you want. There is a ridiculously high likelihood. It's fucking phenomenally high. That if you give intensity and consistency and you just don't fucking quit, the likelihood is astronomical that you'll get everything that you want. But without it, well, yeah, you can stay comfortable. You can stay in this stuck position. You can stay knowing exactly what's coming down the pipeline. More shit. Just continuing to eat shit. To live a life that you aren't fucking happy with, that you aren't proud of, that you aren't excited to wake up to every single day. Yeah. You can keep doing that. You can guarantee that. You can take it to the fucking bank that that's what's going to transpire. Or you could risk it. Or you could risk making a change for the better. Or you could risk doing something different and possibly, holy fuck, get everything you've ever wanted. And I find it the weirdest one that we are more afraid of achieving what we wanted and or then losing it again, or afraid of what people will say if we actually achieve it. So much so that we aren't willing to actually go out and get it. To go out and get everything that we know we deserve, that we want, that we desire. All of those things. So it's safer, it's easier, it's more comfortable to stay safe, to stay exactly where we are, even though we hate it. Even though it's, making you miserable. That's easier than taking a chance on yourself, doing the work, and seeing what the fuck happens. Like, isn't that a really, really sad reality? Isn't that a really sad commentary on your life? And as I said, I've been there. And fuck did it upset me. That I was so stuck. I was so ingrained. I was so comfortable that even though my life stressed me the fuck out, even though everything about it kept me broken and downhearted and not even close to the man I knew I should be, that I just kept living that fucking life. I just kept repeating it over and over and over again. That I was addicted to the comfortability. I was addicted to the safe. I was addicted to the known quantity of my life. That I couldn't possibly go out and do anything more. That I couldn't possibly go chase it. That bitch voice of resistance would just keep whispering in my ear. And I would return to it. And don't get me wrong, that voice never fucking goes away. You just get better at handling it. I still have that voice. I'm on the tail end of a fast day today. Long one. Going for a really long one. And it'd be so easy. Oh, so fucking easy to go home and just binge. Just to go home and call it quits. It's been a big day. I've worked hard. I feel good about the day, but I'm fucking tired. I'm tired. And it'd be really easy to just swing by Woolies, pick up some chips, some cheese, some dip, and head home and just enjoy that. Or I could continue to drown that voice out and build my resilience and build my credibility and continue to break forward and break that cycle and step into well, who I know I want to be. I don't want to revert back to that addiction to that life. But it's like an addiction. It's why I talk about it in that way. Because similar to drugs or alcohol, you're never fully away from it. You're never fully away from that life of sedation, away from that life of ease and comfort, away from choosing instant gratification and easy over doing what is required. You never break free of that. It's like you're never actually sober forever. You just take it one day at a time. I'm sober today, and then I'm sober the next day. And you just take it one day at a time. It's the same thing. It's why I think the addiction is the perfect analogy for it. Because you never get past that. You just continue to make the right choices. And you make it day after day after day. And look, maybe you'll have days where you slip and you fall off the bandwagon. Pick yourself right back up the next day. Don't let it fucking spiral out of control. Don't let it turn into something that you will regret. No, you continue to step forward. You break the addiction. And you have to recognize it that way. You have to treat it as an addiction. Because, well, let's look at the society. Let's look at your track record. Let's look at your life so far. It shows that you can't allow it in. Because otherwise you'd have the life you want. Like, if it was just as simple as just making a different choice, you would have made that choice because you were, as I said at the start, you were unhappy, you're miserable, you don't like it where you're at. If it was just as simple as making a different choice and, leaving the party, leaving, the life that you don't like behind, you would have done it already. But it's not. So you have to treat it as the seriousness that it is. That it is very easy to fall into the trap of sedation. It's very easy to fall into the trap of comfort, of just choosing what is easiest in the moment, what will sedate that need in the moment, to hide away from the life that you are currently leading, to live a sad, sorry version of your life. It's very fucking easy to fall into that trap. So you must treat it as the dangerous thing that it is, because it's so easy to backslide. So you must treat it as the addiction that it is, and that you cannot go back to it. You cannot revert back to it. You have to keep moving forward. You have to keep pushing forward with this. And I saw this within my program, I allow 10 days of free eating every 126, right? I learned early on that you can't stack the days in a row. You do 2 days of eating off, of just going back to those old habits, those old ways, just giving into every whim and vice and whatever it is. That third day, trying to get back on track is a fucking nightmare. It grasps you so quick. It's like the Kraken coming out of the ocean and just grabbing you and pulling you the fuck down. It only needs a whiff of that weakness, a whiff of the old you coming back, and it's like, here we fucking go. Now you are done. And you can't give it a moment of that. You can't show any weakness. So the rule is that it has to be A, planned. You have to pre-plan it. It cannot be, I feel like fucking pizza tonight. If you're so set on it being that, you can have it tomorrow night, but you have to plan it out. It cannot be because you've given into your emotions. Because more often than not, I find when you break the addiction, when you can override it and you push forward, you'll find that that feeling is just that. A feeling. It is just a weakness. It is just an emotion, and it will pass if you let it fucking pass. It is not actually a deep-seated want or desire. It is just a moment of weakness. And 2, you need to just continue to push forward with that, because a habit repeated, missed once, is a mistake. A habit missed twice is the start of a new fucking habit. So don't let that old version back in. Don't let a new habit start forming, because it takes so much more immense willpower to overcome and start breaking that habit. Look, you're like, oh, it's only 2 days. Yeah, but you have a lifetime of those actions coming up and being like, yes, this is who we are. This is what we like. This is easy and comfortable and known, and we don't have to get uncomfortable. We don't have to sacrifice. So it'll come rallying up. Don't you fucking let it. If you manage to escape that addiction, don't let it creep back into your life. And if you haven't, start treating it like the addiction it is. Start treating it like the thing that you need to cut out of your life, because you fucking know that everything in your life will get better when you start treating it as such. This wasn't meant to be easy, but it is necessary. You must do it. You must take the severe action. You must treat this like the addiction that it is. Break free from it and step into your own power, because you hate where you are. So start doing something about it. Start recognize that you're addicted to it and break out of that comfort. You will have withdrawals, you will suffer, and you will want to return, but you cannot let it happen. So if you are actually ready to step into your power, if you're ready to step into becoming the man that you know you should be, if you're ready to break the fucking addiction to the mediocrity life that you have at the moment, now is your moment. Click the link in my bio, join Demanding Greatness, and let's see who you can become when you break free of your addiction to a comfort. You break free of your addiction to your old sad life, and you step into the man that you know you should be. I'm ready, here, waiting to help you become that man. Click the link in the bio, and let's make it a reality.